Welcome everyone to this fourth round of our 2023 QubicaAMF Bowling Promotion Tour Masters Series. As you can see, Lindsay Boomershine of the U.S. defeated two Colombians in our first two matches, Claire Guerrero and Jaime Gonzalez. Then she fell to Liz Johnson 256 to 184. Liz now earns the right to face the number 6 seed Manuel Otalora of Colombia, who averaged 226 in his 18 games of qualifying. Otalora, no stranger to international competition, winning many gold medals and spending quite a bit of time on Team Colombia and the U.S. PBA Tour. And there is Manuel Otalora getting set to kick things off on this left lane. As you can see by the score, Liz Johnson has been awarded 8 pins handicap. By international rule, whenever men bowl women, women are awarded a fixed 8-pin handicap for the game. And let's see how Otalora attacks this gateway arch oil pattern. He has a more aggressive ball in his hand. That is a 900 Global Reality. And he got that just a little bit right. I think he was thinking this left lane has been hooking more. I think he expected it to hook back more aggressively than it did. But it goes out just past the break point, won't quite slow down and make the turn. Comes up for a relatively harmless mixer 7-pin. Otalora moves over to his plastic ball and straight at the 7-pin, no problem. But he kicks out the deadwood, so we'll have to get that deadwood cleared as we move forward. Okay, here's our first look at Liz Johnson. Liz came out like a house of fire in her match against Lindsay Boomershine, throwing the front 5. She was high, she was light, she was flush. She carried everything. Let's see how she does here. And once again, straight up the lane, right to the pocket, kick out the 10, picking up right where she left off with a strike there. And Liz, no stranger herself to international competition, being a member of Team USA for 11 years. And there's a very nice shot. There's Liz's game, straight forward, right up the lane. And a beautiful strike to kick things off here. Like we said, she went front 5, shot 256 in her last match, so we'd expect a high-scoring match here. Looks like we have a little break in the action to clear that deadwood. Meanwhile, we'll tell you that the QubicaAMF Strike Tour Series is a special event organized by Bowling Promotion and our friend Bruno Bidone for the French Federation and the French Olympic Sport Channel for the promotion of bowling in general and the French teams specifically. QubicaAMF has signed on for a 3-year commitment to sponsor this Masters Series in the upcoming years, so thank you very much to QubicaAMF. Here you see Marc, Chavet, and Bruno Bidone. They are your French commentators for these matches. My name is Bruce Hall, and it's my privilege to be your international commentator. And here we see this deadwood being cleared, and then we'll get back on track here. Marc Chavet, of course, the voice of the Tour de France, and he will be interviewing, win or lose, Manuel Otalora after this match, so stick around for that. So I think we have things back on track. Now we'll have Liz on the left lane. We'll see how this Wolverine Moss reacts to this drier lane. I think that's why she balled down a little bit to this ball. Not that uncommon to see two different balls on different lanes. And let's see what she does with it. Look at the way she targets. She moves her eyes very close to the foul line. And good looking shot there. Oh, and gets the roll and the kick out on the 9-pin. And there's a double to kick things off for Liz, immediately putting pressure on Otalora and picking up right where she left off. She says, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me the roll. Thank you very much. And another good shot there by Liz. Otalora is a 14-year Storm staffer. Let's see what he does on this left lane. And there, the Reality makes the corner and rips the rack. Good shot there. He earned Colombia's first ever PBA Con gold medal in 2011. So he's been an international competitor for more than a decade now. And a good shot there. I really like Otalora's very straightforward and simple game. He's got all of his angles straight. Everything's in front of him. And very little opportunity for makeup moves or otherwise inconsistency. So you can see why he's had all the success that he's had. And Otalora on the left lane. Let's see what adjustment he makes. That definitely did not go out as far. Turns up and goes dead flush through the pocket. Beautiful shot there by Manuel. And watch this one. I think he got more on it for one thing. And he was a little bit left of where he was last time in this lane. He made the correct adjustment and throws a perfect pocket strike, splitting the 8-9. To match Johnson's double. Now let's see how Liz does this. Watch her eyes. Watch her eyes. They start at the arrows, and they're going to move in. She basically targets at the dots, so she's right in front of her. And once again, straight up 10, dead flush, beautiful shot. Here we go. Front three for Liz Johnson. When she gets going, she's can strike with the best of them. And why not? One of the best of all time. To throw a bowling ball. Beautiful shot there. And back to the Moss on the left lane. Wonder if we'll see Otalora try any kind of a two-ball strategy here, or how we do. And here we go. I think she's actually a little left as well. Comes up a little late and gets the roll into the 10-pin. And there's a friendly little messenger, if you will, kind of a spinning messenger back across the deck. Let's watch what happens here. Let's watch the head pin. That is the head pin. Goes spinning back across the lane. Sweeps out the deadwood and makes its way to the 10-pin for the front four for Liz Johnson. She's on her way. She's on a roll. And Manuel, I suggest you not miss much if you're interested in winning this match, because Liz is, once she gets rolling, she's one of the best. And wasting no time. And throwing another beautiful flush strike. Boy, they came to play here. Scores are high. And that's right over 15. And look at the revs he gets on that shot. Turns through the pocket perfectly. Both of these bowlers completely have adapted to this pair and to the pattern and the way they've broken down. And they're lined up, and we are seeing some fireworks here. That's a good look at the layout of that reality. You can see the pin is below the fingers. What that means is we get earlier roll, a more controlled roll. You don't want skid and a lot of flip on a pattern like this. You want the ball rolling, and that's what it's doing. He got that left a little bit. It skidded down on the oil, and just as if he had thrown it perfectly flush. And watch this. That's definitely left of target. That hits about 17. And yet it stays on the oil, goes down, turns through, and flush. And there's that power. So matching Johnson's four-bagger. Now each bowler with four-bagger, so which means Liz has exactly the 8-pin handicap lead that she started with. Now let's watch her targeting. Watch how she's looking at the arrows. And on the replay, maybe we'll see this. Her eyes just move down to the dots. And another perfect shot through the pocket for Liz Johnson. Once again, front five, just like the last match. And she has not missed. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Right up 10. I mean, absolutely splitting the board. She split last time. Deadly accurate is Liz Johnson. Go left lane. The next round and the next tour of the Bowling Promotion Tour is getting ready to go in September. You can check that out at bowlingpromotion.com. And Liz got that one to the right for sure. Not a good shot, but right of target. Wouldn't make the corner, and with that moss, it would not pick up off the dry as much as she'd like. Let's see where this ball goes. Yeah, it's over 10, but I think her feet are a little bit left on that lane. I think she might have got it just a touch fast. So down the lane, doesn't make the corner. Relatively innocuous 2-pin spare, but more importantly, breaking her string of strikes. We'll give her the 17-pin lead, however. We have a She got one extra strike and her 8 pins of handicap minus a pin of count. So that gives her a 17-pin lead now as we enter the 6th frame. Otalora now gets it out to the dry, gets the mixer. How about a 7-pin match? Incredibly close. Otalora matching strike for Liz Johnson. He's got 5 in a row, and so does she. And he says, come on, make the turn, and it does to get the mixer. Good shot there. As we said, the winner of this match faces number 5 seed Wendell Joliffe of France, who averaged 230 in his 18 games of qualifying. The number 5 seed. 9 matches altogether we'll be bringing you on this YouTube channel as part of this Masters series. Now, what can he do? Another beautiful strike. On his way to 290 is Otalora. He just missed in the first frame. Otherwise, he's been perfect. Spare next 6. And now he just actually took the lead over Liz Johnson by 3 pins. So that 17-pin lead went down to 7 and then turned to a +3 advantage for Otalora based on that last double he threw. And Liz, wasting no time, just gets up. It's a little bit high for a 4-pin. And that's going to increase the lead by 1 to 4 for Otalora. Otalora cool as a cucumber, just relaxing there. And Liz, that is her Lucy spare ball in the Bowling Against Breast Cancer, a wonderful event held every year in Houston. Mixed doubles. And now let's see what Liz does. Is she going to stay with that moss, or is she going to ball up? What's she going to do? I don't think she picked up the moss. I think she went back to the phase 2. Yes, she did. She went back to the phase 2. Now she's going to look for this ball to hook a little more. She's probably moving her feet a little bit left, right up the lane, and unfortunately goes high. So she made the move to the phase 2, but now it hooks more on the dry lane and goes high. And Liz now a little bit confused, trying to get back on the strike train. Meanwhile, Otalora is throwing the last 6. Let's see what he can do here. He can really take command of this match. He can put a couple more together here as we move into the 8th frame, and is a 5-pin advantage for Otalora, including Liz Johnson's 8 pins of handicap. So here is Otalora, 290 possible. Liz can still get to 265. And, oh, ring 10 for Otalora. Got a little bit in on the oil. Maybe it hit 16, just a little bit. Maybe not, didn't quite catch it all at the bottom. And leaves a ringing 10. We have seen so many 10 pins on this pattern. Just waiting to go a little bit long, especially in that right-hand lane, a little bit tighter. And now this is going to give Liz an opportunity to get back into this match. And a 4-pin advantage for Mr. Otalora as we move into the 9th and 10th. Great match coming down to the last 2 frames. 4-pin advantage for the Colombian. Take a breath. Don't even think about that you're bowling one of the best in the world or best to ever play the game. Just make your shot. And he does, right up the lane, turns it up, carry that 10 pin. I tell you, sometimes when it looks like his ball is going to go a little long, boy, it makes that turn. That's that powerful reality. It makes that turn and carries flush. So great shot there. by Otalora, setting himself up for a possible 269. Liz, meanwhile, possible 265. So no matter what she does, she cannot shut out Manuel Otalora. And she moved in a little bit on that, gets into 12 board and strikes. Key strike, here we are, going into the 10th frame, both bowlers on strikes. It is a 4-pin advantage for Manuel Otalora of Colombia. The winner facing the number 5 seed Joliffe from France in our next match. Hit like and subscribe, and thanks everybody for tuning in. It's very exciting to call these matches, especially one like this. We're going right down to the 10th frame. And let's see what Liz can do here. And that left. Oh, it lays off. That one, boy, I think she didn't quite hit that one as hard, but it laid off. I thought it was left, but it laid off and gave her the mixer strike. Look at the 4, 5, 7. She goes, oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, thank you. Thank you for carrying. There's the mixer 4, 5, 7 light in the pocket, so she moved to the left and took a little bit off of it and got it to lay off on the drier lane and get into the pocket and give her the strike for the lead. Now this will force Otalora to at least get the first one. Whatever Liz does here, pretty much Otalora has to do in the 10th. And Liz, could she get the second one? No, weak 10. So that's going to put her in the 250s with her handicap. Looking like 254 if she makes this, which means Otalora will need the first one only. Count is almost irrelevant. Otalora will have a chance to win this match. When he gets up on the right lane, he will need the first strike. Meanwhile, Liz, no trouble on the cover. Give her the 254 score, including her 8 pins. And now it is very simple. Otalora needs the first one to win. This is where you take your time, you go through your rhythm, go through your process. Think about your one key. What's that one key that you need to make a good shot? And here we go. Gotta believe he's gonna have a good chance. He struck almost every time on this lane. Gets right up, makes no time, gets it out, comes up late, and another ring 10. Oh no! And Otalora leaves ring 10s in the 8th and the 10th to go down to Liz Johnson. Johnson survives an incredible match. Look at Otalora. He knows he needed it. Disappointed. He thought he threw a good shot. He did. Goes up and makes the spare, but not enough. Liz Johnson coming up with the key double in the 9th and the first shot in the 10th to win this 4th round of our 9-round Masters Series. Congratulations, Liz. She'll move on to face Gwendolyn Joliffe of France in our next match. And just finishing things off here. And of course, that one carries every single time. So it is 254 with handicap to 249. It was Liz Johnson's handicap making the difference. But what a great match. Congratulations to Liz Johnson. She'll be moving on. And let's look at these stats. I think you'll see quite a bit of striking going on here. In fact, Otalora, 8 strikes to Liz Johnson's 7. And one more spare for Johnson, but Johnson threw them when she needed them in the 9th and the first one in the 10th. So please stick around for the interview. Marc Chavet will interview Manuel Otalora, and we will see you next time on this YouTube channel.
4e tour du Master Series, toujours ici à Fontaine-le-Comte. Un match à suspense. Liz Johnson d'un côté, Manuel Otalora de l'autre pour la Colombie. Une victoire pour l'Américaine. On va prendre tout de suite la température avec Manuel. Manuel, looking at the match here, it all came down to frame number 10. You needed that strike to win it or lose it. What's that pressure like when it all comes down to one single ball in the matchup?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, that's why we bowl. That's why we're here for moments like this. I thought it was a very good shot, but unfortunately, wasn't a strike. So today is a loss, but I'm very happy with myself.
Voilà, Manuel lui dit effectivement, c'est la raison pour laquelle on fait ce sport, pour des moments comme ça, lorsqu'il ne reste plus qu'une seule quille, ou plutôt un seul lâcher à réaliser, que c'est le moment qu'on recherche par-dessus tout. Il est très fier évidemment de sa participation à ce tournoi. And what are you going to take away? You came to France, you finished among the best qualifiers. What are you going to walk away with when you go back home?
Oh, no, it was definitely a great experience. I mean, we got to know a lot of friends. We were in 5 different places, a lot of bowling places. It was very fun. It was a great experience. I really am happy that I got to bowl with a lot of my friends. I knew a lot of the best bowlers in the world, so it was very nice.
Voilà, et sur la sensation effectivement procurée durant l'intégralité de ce tournoi, ce mini Tour de France du bowling en quelque sorte, Manuel nous dit qu'il a pu rencontrer de nouvelles personnes, se faire lier d'amitié avec d'autres bowlers, certains des meilleurs joueurs du monde. Très belle expérience, il en a vraiment bien profité. Muchas gracias, et on se retrouvera évidemment très prochainement pour de nouvelles aventures. Thank you so much.